Peace and blessings to BGS. Thank you for replying replying and shouting me out in one of your latest videos, how much it costs to actually marry you. I really do appreciate that, and really do appreciate what you do for the space. And I mean, just appreciate you all the time, because I always talk about you outside, and talk about you as my internet mentor. So I really do appreciate you greatly. What you guys see here is the site. It's getting leveled out. I mean, I didn't know this land sloped that much. I've said this in previous videos, but that's got to go up a couple more feet. I think I've said that before anyways. And I probably need about 4 to 6 more loads of dirt. And dirt is $125 a load. So this is about $3 grand, which, was not expected. But, thankfully, since this land is so screwed, I don't need the lean-to, or I can't put the lean-to in anymore unless I put that on a concrete slab. And that concrete slab will cost about $6 grand, and that's not even including dirt. So with that being said, yeah, this kind of works out. The reason why I'm pointing this out, talked to my lawn guy the other day. My lawn guy, really nice dude, Kevin, love him. That dude is fucking hilarious. And what I love about him is that even though he's probably not the cheapest, he charges me about $290 to cut the front 6 acres of grass, or front 6 acres of my property. In grass is probably about 4 acres, and then I have another 4 something acres. I got about 7 acres of grass on this property, and he charges $290 for the front. That means that includes the island over there in the pond, and another $200 for the back. So it's $490 if I have to do the whole thing, and I only do the whole thing probably about 3 months. Hey, ma'am. I do the whole thing every couple months or something like that. And this is probably the last or second to last cut before we go into winter, because we're already in fall. So he told me, hey, I told him the size of the building, which is 30 feet by 75 feet. That's going to be 2,250 square feet. 2,250 square feet. My home is probably about 2,300 square feet. So this is going to be as big as my home, right? When I tell you, I always talk about, I said all that to say this, I always talk about being blessed, having opportunities, trying to be humble in some ways, or not be humble, sorry, because you guys know I'm not. I do a humble brag every so often, but I do that so people can hopefully see what I'm doing, follow it, do it themselves, get to their goals. Their goals don't have to look like mine, but I want them to get to their goals, right? The reason why I'm pointing at my shop here is because this man, with the 5 of them, him, his wife, and 3 other kids, living in a house that is 15 feet longer than my shop. My shop is a 12-foot by 36-foot building, prefab, cost me about 12 grand. He said his home is smaller than my garage. Again, 12 foot by 36 foot. My building is going to be 30 feet long, 30 feet wide by 75 feet long. I mean, you could do the math. Please do it, because I didn't. But if I look at myself, just think about that. He's got 5 people. It's a 2-bedroom. It's got a nice little kitchen to it and everything else like that. But if you think about that, and then you think about, this is rural America, Southeast Georgia. But if you think about that and what people are paying, what women are expecting men to earn, that building over there is 16 foot by 35 foot. Still just a little bit bigger than his, just a little bit smaller than his house. Just think about these things, right? Just think about these things. Now, again, I am absolutely blessed, because he's like, man, you blessed, brother. And I was like, yeah, I appreciate it. Look at this. Look at this. You stank mouth mother sucker. Yeah, get all that damn dirt off your face, dude. Ew, what the hell is that? Ugh. Rub that back on you. But, if you think about that, and think about how much women are expecting you to make, and then again, These women that are talking this, they are well within their right to want whatever they want. I am not going to argue their preferences, their wants, and their desires. If they think they are valuable enough or worth it for a man to actually invest that much money or give them that much, no problem. Go ahead and do it. I have no problem with that. I used to argue about it, and then I thought to myself, what would it look like if somebody argued about my preferences in terms of me getting a big building, any vehicle that I drive, me having this building or that building? What's the point of me even having this much land? This doesn't make sense, Michael. How could you ever do, blah, blah, blah. I would be so fucking pissed, be like, who are you to tell me? And I totally agree, and I understand when women do that. But for a woman to ask, or not, a woman to expect a man to make $350K, over $100K, and all this other stuff, and then that is what it costs to purchase their submission. And then, like, even with that, it's like, okay, what if that man loses that? What if that, what are you going to do? Are you not going to no longer submit or cooperate? I don't even want submission. The three things that I want is understanding, cooperation, and a willing to take guidance. Even willing to take guidance can still be seen as cooperation and understanding. The reason why I say willingness to take guidance is because a lot of people, they get such a big head and they don't want to talk to anybody or listen to anybody, and they're not willing to take guidance, because I've seen this before in past relationships where I've talked to somebody and she was always ungrateful, but she would always second guess and question anything that I said. And then she would come back and tell me how, hey, I was talking to my coworkers and they said this. And I'm like, your coworkers aren't fucking your dumb ass. Like your coworkers aren't going to come and save you. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? Anyways, I still love her to this day, but hey, she just was not willing to take any type of guidance. So she really, she was ungrateful. So I had to let her go. All right. And I do have my regrets with that. But then I think about this man's house is 15 feet longer than this building right here. I mean, look at that building. That building is really not that big. If I go inside of it, I can probably stand on one edge and spit to about, so on that edge, got a nice arc to it, and probably spit right about there. And that ramp, I'd have to measure it, but that ramp is probably another, maybe probably like 7-8 feet. 7-8 feet. So 7 feet from the edge of that ramp. And that's that man's house. He has a wife that cooks, cleans, does all types of stuff, take care of the kid, so on and so forth. That guy has to, he's working on getting up to about 90 yards or 90 lawns right now for his business. He does lawn care on the side, but he also works in a factory doing, as a forklift driver. So it's just like, when I think about this, man, and how much does it really cost to marry you? Like, how much do I have, or my original video was, how much do I have to make to marry you? Like, that was the question. Like, how much? Like, really? It would take me and cost me that much in terms of sacrifice and everything else to marry you. For me to even have one 6-figure job is a shit ton fuckload of money. And you mean to tell me, and I mean one 6-figure job making 100K. You mean to tell me you want me to have one 6-figure job that makes 200, a quarter mil to 300 grand, 350 grand? Are you fucking crazy? Listen, you are entitled to your preferences, so on and so forth. And I am not arguing about that. But that's how much it costs for your submission. The fact that we're going to be doing all these different trips, and I talked about this in the last video, so I won't go into it. But at the end of it, if you fall out of favor with that woman, all you're going to have are the pictures and postcards. And you're going to throw them fucking things away because that bitch just took you for half your shit. Bro, I'm telling you, when I say this is, like, I shared that voice note, this is nasty bitch season. This is some nasty work. Shout out to Accountable Commentary. I fucking love... That guy's so fucking funny, dude. Get out. Beat it, Keisha. Beat it. We don't want you out here. Yo, I'm talking to this dude's a fucking comedian. I fucking love it. But this is some nasty fucking work. Nasty fucking work. Bro, let's walk out to this building. 2,250 square feet. So it can house my vehicle, or house my vehicles, and possibly a tractor and some other stuff. I'm going to build another building out there in that clearing, and that'll be for the gun range, and the gun range is probably going to be about 100 yards. going that way and for one berm, and then I'm gonna have another berm for short range pistol shooting, probably about 25, 50 yards or something like that. Probably 25 yards, sorry. I don't know if it'll be 25 yards. We'll see. Because that's a lot. But so much just to level this. But think about this, right? Put a window on the edge of this. What the hell is that? Put a window on the edge of this. This could be a house with a view of the rest of the property. Of the pond here. Think about this. This is going to be my garage. This man lives in less than this. And this is nothing against him or anything like that. This is not looking down on him in any way, shape, form, or fashion. This is just me and him talking about it. And I hope he doesn't see this video because I don't want him to feel disrespected in any way. I love him. He's a great dude. And he supports and he works hard as fuck for his family, man. Like, especially just what he has to pay in groceries and all types of other shit. Like, I am absolutely blessed in what I can do for myself and for those around me. In fact, I gotta go in and make my dad's mortgage payment. But for me to be able to do this, man, I mean, and the thing is, a person would look at me physically, and I've been tightening up, I've been losing the weight and everything like that, and been getting in better shape. Kind of hurt right now. I think I have a strain tendon in my what's it called? Look at this dog. Just playing in the damn dirt. And she's gonna bring that in the house. Gotta deal with that. But oh, shout out to RoboVax or Roborock vacuums. They're freaking amazing. Mine cleans my house every day at 7. I have to get another one, but I'm kind of holding off because of taxes are coming up, and then whatever is going to be extra for this. So I gotta deal with that here in a little bit. But I want to get another vacuum, but I want one that has the mopping feature, and I want to get one for the garage. So having something like that works wirelessly, cleans the whole garage. I can have it done every day, and can have a nice clean spot, right? But think about this, man. As I said, you know, I could probably pull out the calculator. I'd have to look at it. I'll probably put the calculation in the description, and I won't forget this time. So thanks for Don Calypso for pointing that out, so I could put my source material in the last video, because I totally had forgotten because of when I recorded it versus when I actually uploaded it. But you know, I don't have my watch on me, so I couldn't calculate it. But I mean, I can fit about 2 to 3 of his houses in here in terms of just square footage. And that, I mean, just, again, I guess I'm just repeating myself at this point. But think about that. The amount of money that this guy, you know, that he makes and he does to support his family. And that's good enough for him to actually have a wife, kids, and everything else like that. You know, and then you have women, and the point is you have women where they're saying, hey, you need to make $250,000 to $350K, if not $500,000, just to pay for my submission. Just for you to pay for your subscription fee for submission, it's going to cost you this much monthly. I'm going to need a Benz. I'm going to need proper clothing. I'm going to need Louis this, Louis that, you know, Gucci this, all of this other stuff. I'm going to need other things in the way of, you know, provision. I'm going to need my hair done on a regular basis because, hey, I'm a representative of you. If you're a representative of me, you're wearing Walmart clothes, baby. Straight the fuck up. Straight the fuck up. I am not the guy you need to talk to about that. You're wearing Walmart stuff, Amazon basics. You know what I mean? And if that's not what you want, cool, no problem. I totally understand. I will be here in Shangri-La by my goddamn self. It'll suck, but, you know, I'll get over it. You know, call somebody over every so often. Look at this motherfucker here. Enjoying that shit. Enjoying this shit. But this is what people want. They want you to pay all this money for things that, to be very honest, don't really it doesn't give you as a man ain't much value. Even if you said, hey, listen, it's, you know, my kids are valuable. Okay, cool. I totally understand that your kids are valuable, but what's the value in all that you're putting into your kids if your kids get taken away from you and you don't even see them except for every other weekend, and then and you might have visitation every so often, and especially if that chick doesn't live close to you or anything else like that. She's marrying you. If anything, she married you for the benefits and anything else that she can get out of you. I mean, it's just like, what's the point of going through all of this and doing all of that? Excuse me. Hey, no! Jesus. You're gonna eat it. You're gonna eat that and then puke it up. That's why it looks like you got stung by a damn bee. Anyways, you know, what's the point of doing all that for your kids and, you know, what, and all that other stuff and making sure she's good if she's not really actually good, or not even in love with you, but not actually good for you in the long run? She's a liability more than anything. She's not doing anything to actually help you in the long run in terms of what's really happening is just all for her. It's all for herself. And it's nothing that's actually going to feed you and feed your goals and the things that you want to do. I mean, just... Anyways, I'll make this, I'll stop it there because I don't have much else to say. I'm repeating myself here at this point. But, you know, when I think about that compare and contrast, man, the guy's house is 15 feet and he's a good dude, man. Like, you know, he talks a lot of shit and everything else like that. Good old country boy, comes back here and hunts and stuff like that. But Jesus, man, it's just, come on, dude. Come on, like, what do we got to do here, man? What do we got to do here to actually be worth it? Even if you check all the boxes, you know, you had that one chick in this brown dress, and she's like, well, you know, being a protector, provider, and a person that, you know, does other things for me, gives me provisions, all this other stuff. I forgot the other piece, but protector and provider, right? Even being for protector and provider is not enough, you know, and then good in bed is not enough. You have to have chemistry or something like that, or you have to make me laugh. And it's just like, are you serious? Like, the bar just keeps getting raised, right? Like, you know, you keep raising the bar, and it's just like, bro, dudes are like, hey, listen, man, you know what? We was down here, you up here. Don't worry about it. I stay right here. Like, dudes aren't doing all this extra shit anymore. Why? I'm going to raise myself up to your level. Fuck that. I'll just raise the level of my damn garage. I don't know. It's just like, why go through all that? For who? For what? For what? People that really just, at the end of the day, when you talk to them and you stay with them long enough, you start to see that they just want things out of you. You know, like that it's never going to be enough, that they're just going to be ungrateful. Why would I deal with somebody like that for the long term? All right. With that being said, peace. Love you. Wish you guys all the best. You know, do things. I talked about MGTOW being a selfish movement, or men embracing their selfishness, men embracing their agency, their choice, you know, and reclaiming their choice. Now moving on to reclaiming emotion and things like that, and saying, hey, listen, hey, this is how I am, this is how I feel, you know, and this is what I think about the situation. And men are just saying, hey, listen, man, screw it. Hey, listen, I could do bad all by my damn self. And honestly, it's greater than that. All right. With that being said, peace. Love you all. Bye.